very important. So Nasu made some comments in Famitsu, and these comments are related to swimsuit servants. We all know that summer is basically FGO's second Christmas, so any sort of swimsuit servant news is fantastic. So this is regarding this year's summer event. So this year's summer event is in Las Vegas. Unlike, let's go ahead and use this skill first. Unlike the previous trip where everybody went, this time he went alone. I assume he meaning Gudao. It's hard to convey the atmosphere of Vegas to the writing team, so he's hoping where he can with their writing. Okay, wait, Nasu. It seems like Nasu went to Las Vegas. Alright, but here's the more important thing that I'm sure a lot of you are worried about and really want to know. As for how swimsuit servants are chosen, he, meaning Nasu, thinks it's good for servants who left a memorable impression in the main story to quickly get a swimsuit. Now, fundamentally, it has to be at least 1 year after their debut before that servant gets a swimsuit version. So not only does the servant have to make a big impact in the community at some point down the line, but they also have to be out for at least a year before they are even eligible for any sort of servant swimsuit. And because of that rule, no matter how much you want to see a servant in a swimsuit, you've got to wait at least a year. Also, and this is underlined in red because the community really likes this part. Also, servants who haven't had the spotlight on them recently, or servants who are hard to turn into an alter, will become swimsuits. The big issue is just that the slots are limited, so it's a very hard decision to decide who gets in and who does not. So that's a very, very important distinction. So we've got some, we've actually straight up got some rules now for summer servants. And so let's look at, for example, this past group of summer servants and see what we can go ahead and extrapolate from this. And I really think Nasu is spot on. He's following the rules here. So, Kiara, Moon Cancer. Kiara, insanely popular. One of the most popular servants in FGO, period, on both sides of the shore. No brainer that she got a swimsuit. Then we had Brynhilde Berserker last year. Brynhilde Berserker, of course, Brynhilde, very, very popular servant. To the point where people were angry that her swimsuit incarnation had Sigurd featured in it. So I think just by virtue of that big mad, it makes sense that we got a swimsuit Brynhilde. Give me a Resh swimsuit or give me death. Well, that might be coming. So it's very, very possible that is going to be a thing down the line. Those big mads were just angry simps. I agree 100%, my friend. Those big mads were just angry simps. It's okay. Sometimes your waifu just isn't that into you. Let's see. After that, we had, of course, the ever-popular Consort U Lancer. Not so much of the big mad with Consort U, which is weird. I feel like that's something we would have expected, but, you know, maybe Zhang Yu is just that imposing and just that intimidating. But Consort Yu, of course, one of the most popular characters in Chin. I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised at all. We had Abigail Williams Summer being the other 5-star last year. Abby Williams, such a massively popular servant. I'm part of the first ascension for Life Gang myself, but no denying that she is an incredibly popular servant that deserved some sort of new incarnation. And I imagine this fits what Nasu was saying previously about it being very, very hard by Abigail's nature to make her an alter. Abigail alter would just be nigh impossible. Based on her character, she is a foreigner through and through, my friends. So boom, right there. Abby is proving that rule accurate. Tomoe Gozen, Saber. Also came out last year. Tomoe Gozen, Saber. Love the Beat Saber reference. Let's get that right. But also very, very popular. People loved her in the Tower event. People loved her in Shimosa. I see no reason why Tomoe Gozen wouldn't. I shouldn't have used that. I see no reason why Tomoe Gozen wouldn't get a swimsuit incarnation somewhere down the line. So that makes sense. Summer Tomoe is top tier. Just the Beat Saber. The Beat Saber references, Aussie Manny, are just absolutely phenomenal. And of course, gang, the final Summer Servant that came out last year, Murasaki Shikibu Rider. Y'all know I'm a big Murasaki fan. He went for and got NP2 on the channel. Murasaki, probably one of my favorite Rider characters, in all honesty. She definitely made a huge splash in the community. Everyone loved her in her library event. I saw NA losing its freaking mind over her on Twitter in her library event. So, again, that falls into the popular servant, maybe even difficult to turn into an alter, or maybe not. I mean, I feel like it'd be possible to turn her into an alter. She's just like one of those book-burning people from, like, the olden times. Not to be reflective, but if Summer Rush doesn't happen, I damn well will become an angry simp myself. I understand. As someone who wants an Areshkigal myself, I understand. Summer Tomoe is top tier. Her swimsuit is fine as hell. Summer Tomoe's concept is fine as hell. I love it. It's such a brilliant concept. But gang, I think even just looking at last year's summer event, I'm of course not going all the way through all the summer servants because it would take a very, very long time. But even just looking at last year's summer event, it is clear to me that everything Nasu said there is hyper accurate. And I think it's great. I think it's great having an opportunity to give these characters who might end up being underappreciated a chance to shine in one of FGO's most popular events. Love it. Love it. Can't wait to see who the swimsuit characters are for this year. I'm hoping we get a male swimsuit servant that isn't just a costume. And you can put me on record for saying that.
A few minutes later.
What are your thoughts on the lovely new Jeanne outfit? Listen, I saw the Centaur fan art and I lost my goddamn mind. Oh my gosh. I mean, I was just like, oh, okay, I guess that's a pretty dress. It's a little, you know, frilly and all that. I'm not sure it's my favorite design for Jeanne. And then I saw the Centaur fan art. And I was just like, okay, this 100% deserves to exist just for this singular moment in time. Centaur Jeanne is not real. She can't hurt you. Yes! That's it. That is it. Oh, thank you, Cosmic Nobody. You absolute champion. That is it, my friends. That is it. It's so good. It's so good.